Brandon Fairley says, ask Bill if Gary Antuanne Russell is an option right now, 140. If Tank T.O. Ryan are difficult to negotiate with.
So yeah, shout out to Gary Antuanne Russell, hell of a fighter, man. A class act as well. Comes from a boxing family of royalty. The Russell families are a boxing royalty. And I always said that, listen, if it's an opportunity for them two guys to get in there and us to give the Russells an action at some money and a payday and something, we won't hesitate for it. Right now, I think that Gary Antuanne, he has a few things to do to accomplish, to raise his profile, to get in front of Devin's opportunity to be a unified champion, a 3 division champion, or fighting the biggest and the best fight in boxing with the Tank Davis team.
Do you feel the same way about Hitchins? Because him and David Haney been going back and forth.
Oh yeah. Hitchins. Listen, Hitchins. One thing about Africa is Africa gonna sell it. Listen, one thing about Africa, he know and I know is that he been talking that same way. He was losing like a motherfucker, and he was still talking the same way. Amateurs, ain't nothing changed. They'll beat the hell out of him in sparring. He's still talking. You see what I'm saying? But shout out to Africa, who's continuing to get better and better. You know what I'm saying? Just like Devin, these kids are getting better and better. And I don't like that they describe Africa's style as boring. I think that Africa, if you violate, Africa would demonstrate. He's not no chump. He's not no punk. He's not no sissy. You know what I'm saying? So, that's another fight. And we go back and forth to a side that he's on, which is the DAZN and Matchroom side. And Matchroom don't have no problem putting up the money. And if that's their guy, if that's the guy, this shit, Eddie gonna present it. And then when that time comes, I think that Africa is in a little bit of a better position than Gary Antuanne Russell right now, and that's only because of Africa, who's doing a tremendous job with himself in terms of keeping his name in the talks.